Good evening, and welcome to the Fortunate Fortune Teller. We just changed the name today. How do you like it? What do you think? It sounds better, right? Because we're very fortunate to be here. You must understand, brother. We even have a selenite wand here. Okay, we're going all out, brother, for the new name. So just understand that we like it. We think it sounds good. It makes us seem, humble. Like we're very fortunate to have you here. Thank you. Okay, and that is a good thing because we mean it. Okay, so just understand, we're very fortunate here. Very fortunate tellers here. Okay, we're very grateful. So you must understand that. Okay, and that is why we're gonna do another read, brother. I'm gonna just keep them coming. I don't even care. So let's see. What do we got? Let me think here. Let me come up with something. All right. So what I see is your counterpart. Perhaps I see them full of regret right now. I see them looking at the people around them like, how could you make me lose this? How could you make me lose my counterpart? How dare you? Okay. And then she open hand smacks the King of Swords in reverse. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. And then they send him on his way, and then he's escorted out of the building, head first, out the doors, and tossed right on the floor. Okay, toss him all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. But we'll see. So all we know is that sooner or later, something's gonna give. Okay, it's one of them things where like they're trying to hold it up now with a band-aid. Okay, it's like they're holding the dam up with some scotch tape or not. How about it's not even scotch tape, some duct tape over here. So maybe lasts a little longer. But eventually, the dam's gonna break. Okay, and we're just sitting here watching it. Making videos, being fortunate over here, okay? So just understand, brother, the reason why is because you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun, okay? Everyone knows this, okay? You are the positivity. You are the one, brother. You are your DM's happiness. Everybody knows this. We all know this. You are this whatever they are now. I don't know. Are they King of Cups in reverse? Are they a King of Pentacles? Who knows what they are, okay? We'll find out on the next episode. But just know, for right now, we have an Ace of Swords here, though. So there's mental clarity here that people see that you were always the one. You were always the positive one. You were always the one who brought the fun because you were the sun. You always say it. So why did this get mistaken? What was the misunderstanding here? What happened? Who missed this? I want to know who was the scout here? Who didn't see this sun? Who thought they were nobody? They said they were nothing. Who was this person? I don't believe they have any type of I believe they should be, asked to leave because they're obviously not doing their job correctly, okay? And people are seeing that very clearly, Ace of Swords, okay? They're seeing it very clearly that you were screwed over, okay? People know what you bring to the table, okay? You did never deserve any of this, okay? What are you going to do? You fight back, they throw you in jail. It's like there's nothing you could do. So this is all you can do. This is all you can do, okay? And and they'll probably try to take this from me eventually too, but I don't give a fuck because they can't take my pride or whatever it is I have about me that you can't take. You can't take me, brother. My innocence. You can't take my innocence. You're not gonna bring me down, okay? Because I know what you're all about. You're trying to keep this old world intact, trying to keep the cycles incomplete. Okay, you're over here. You don't want us to have any closure in this situation. You feel like that's gonna still feel way that you're gonna get the energy that would only work if we gave a fuck. Do you understand? Because brother, we got the largest arms in the world. Do you think we're worried about what you're doing? Okay, do you really believe that we are even at all concerned about you, Queen of Cups in reverse? You must understand that all you were is a stepping stool to us, okay? You are just the one that put us on display to be seen, okay? And that's why we have that fruit basket coming for you, okay? So you're welcome, all right? And we're going to send you a pair of socks, too. So just understand, this cycle will be complete and a new world will be coming, okay? Because we are the sun, brother. We are the ones that it all revolves around, okay? And the reason why they were unable to bring you down, okay, the only reason why is because you have too much strength here. Okay, there is not anybody that could doubt that. What you report, your strength of spirit is phenomenal. Okay, we never seen anything like it. Okay, that it's something that is marveled upon. Okay, astrologers marvel at your birth chart. Okay, so just understand, you are somebody special, all right? And you must understand this because that is why you are here. That is why you do the things you do, okay? That is why you've survived everything that's ever been thrown at you, okay? And you're still here thriving, okay? And you're God's main man, too. That's the best part. You're his main man, okay? So, and he don't play when it comes to you. Trust me when I tell you, because I know. So believe it when I tell you, brother. You do, like I said, you have a King of Wands here for you, okay? It's been coming up pretty consistently lately, this King of Wands, okay? So just know, this person's a visionary. They see the big picture. You must understand. They are they're an entrepreneur. They like to help people overcome their challenges, okay? They are very mature and career focused. And they're here for you. You know why? Because they love how you're the sun. They love it. They said that is exactly what is needed, okay, in the atmosphere that they run. They said, you have the it factor. They said, if I've ever seen the it factor, it's you. And then they went and they did like this. You are the one who's got the it factor. You. And then I was like, really? Do you think so? And then we, all these other people came in. Yeah. So it was quite the show they put on for me. They sold me. They what's it called? Got to my the compliments. The compliments get you sometimes. I was like, guys, stop it. I'm not that great. But just understand, they said, we seen the 5 of Wands that these people were doing to you. We saw the competition, the rivalry, the conflict these people were trying to bring you. And they said they didn't even stand a chance. They didn't even belong in the same sentence as you. So what did these people think that they were being rivals with? That's what they said. What did they think? They said this is like a minor league baseball team going against the Yankees. They said this is not even fair. They said, what did these people? And then they said they were probably looking for this. This is where they get their 15 minutes of fame, is what they said. The King of Wands told them. They said, they're just looking for 15 minutes of fame. He said, just let them have it, and then you could dispose of them. Make an example of them. I said, you're right, King of Wands. And he said, don't worry, we're gonna make it. We're gonna put them on Front Street, brother. He said, they're gonna pay for what they did to you. He said, I've been watching. He said, I know how good a person you've been. I know you loved that person. Okay, I always knew it. I used to watch you, believe me. And I knew you knew. So just know, this King of Wands used to watch you, and he knows you're a good person. And he just had to wait it out, he told me. He said, you had to deal with this High Priestess in reverse character that was, constantly bad-mouthing you, okay? Saying you're not the sun and that they are the sun. But all that's being seen right now is that this High Priestess is being seen for exactly what they are. Exactly. A High Priestess in reverse. This is a very, very calculated, secretive, harmful person with a hidden agenda that's disconnected from their intuition. They are, selfish, shallow, ignorant, and they're all about the misunderstanding, okay? So just know this person was somebody the King of Wands had to deal with for quite a while until this person eventually, the King of Wands said that they needed you to come back strong, okay? To prove this High Priestess in reverse wrong. He said, but there's nothing they can really do unless you do it. You have to do it, okay? You're the sun. You have to do it. He said, I could only support you until you turn them upside down. Show them who they are. Show them who you are, is what the King of Wands told me. Show them who you are. I said, all right, King of Wands. So now, by you showing them who you are, is now showing who these people are. So you got the High Priestess in reverse here, okay? And that is being seen by the Hierophant also, okay? That is being very clean, because this High Priestess in reverse misrepresented themselves, okay? They portrayed themselves as like a chosen one of sorts. Somebody who, a visionary they were trying to make themselves. So they're trying to make them out like they were you, is what they were trying to do. But all they ended up doing was, okay, you could say that for a couple minutes, when the person you're trying to pretend to be is, down and out or in the dungeon somewhere. You know what I mean? You could do that. But what happens when the person leaves the dungeon and gets out and then calls their energy back and then says, okay, no, I'm who this person's pretending to be. This person's nobody. And then this person starts acting out like this. Right then and there, that tells you who's who, okay? And that's what these people don't understand. They think, what do you think? You start yelling, screaming, and be, oh, yeah, you're the one. People watch how you respond, your calmness to situations. Okay, that tells everybody who you are. All right, brother? Let me tell you something. So you must understand that, because people that are going to come off, start acting like a Queen of Cups in reverse type people, there's no room for these people here. And they claim to be better than you, too. They think they're better than you, these people. It's the best part, isn't it? Oh, they might have a couple more dollars and they have more money than you. They don't understand money don't mean nothing. That's what they don't understand. Don't make the man makes the money, motherfucker. Okay? And that's what the chariot's taking now. The chariot, there is movement here, okay? You have to understand, there's integration going on here. The willpower and the determination that you possess is just legendary, okay? That this is, the courage. It's just amazing, okay? So this is the reason why there is movement here, okay? This is why this King of Wands now is being seen now, okay? This King of Wands is coming from the shadows to help you, okay? Against this High Priestess in reverse, okay? Because they've seen everything. They've been watching this whole thing. They've seen this person up close and personal, and then they've been watching you from a distance, okay? But they've seen you up close and personal. You know who this person, I don't believe this is a romantic relationship. I believe this is more maybe a boss, perhaps. This is what I believe this is, an old boss that maybe somebody was badmouthed you, and they didn't really believe it, but they just wanted to see how it played out. So just know that is why this High Priestess in reverse is now being seen as a fraud. They can't see nothing. They're blocked from their intuition, okay? Right now, they're at a spot where they don't even know. They don't even know how to, they don't even know what they're saying, okay? Like I said, they're coming off, they're embarrassing these other, these King of Swords in reverse characters, these, King of Pentacles in reverse characters. There's embarrassments going on right now because they don't understand how this is ending up like this, okay? They don't understand how the chariot's moving this along. They just don't get it because it's never happened to them before, okay? And that is why they're Eight of Swords in a self-imposed prison, because they don't know what else to do. They don't know what to say. People do not want to be around this person, this High Priestess. For this person this is also persona non grata, okay? This is a person who is just, you could just see the slime coming off. That's how slimy this person is, okay? That it's like a used car salesman is what this person is appearing like now, okay? That's desperate for a sale. And, and that's the energy that they're giving off, okay? And how do you respond to a desperate used car salesman trying to make a sale? Usually walk away, right? So that's how they're coming off, and that's why they're in a self-imposed prison, because stuff like this may have worked before. They were able to fool people before, but that was when you were not onto them, okay? That was before they had a little control of the situation. But now it's like, no, this is who, you know what I mean? It's like, it's the joke. It's like the real person. It's like Superman coming out and saying, oh, that's a fake Superman. That fake Superman is not going to be able to do anything about it because he's fake. What are you going to do? When you're a fake one, you can't, you know what I mean? You can pretend to be the real one when the real one's away, but when the real one comes back, you must understand, brother. And that's why I do this for you, okay? And that's why the Knight of Cups is here, brother. That's why the romantic charm's here for you, okay? That's why your creativity is through the roof. That's why you're being seen as romantic, okay? You could be seen as a Knight of Shining Armor. Just know that this is bringing along, everything's moving along because of your ability to stay like this, okay? Because this High Priestess in reverse had counted on you flaming out, coming out of wherever you were, coming back and just, pretty much dying. I believe that's what they thought you were going to pass on, okay? Or at least be some bomb that's not desirable to, the divine masculine. That was basically their main objective. And then at that same time, they would still be able to, capitalize on your energy and, get your blessings, because you would just be not knowing where you are, walking up and down the street, sitting on the corner asking for money, waiting by Wawa, like just stuff like that's not even, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't even make sense. So it's just like for them to even think something like that, that's never even would happen. But they were trying to project it upon you. So that's what this person's going to end up being. Exactly what they thought you were going to be. They're going to be the ones all alone begging for money on the street. We'll give you a couple dollars. Give you $2. Don't worry about it, brother. Just sit on that corner for a while. All right, because you're an Eight of Cups. That's why, High Priestess reverse, you are being seen as a disappointment. You are the biggest disappointment in the history of the world, brother. You made us into the ultimate spouse, okay? From the way you responded to all this whole situation, you just never seen it coming. You couldn't believe that this Empress actually came back. Okay, but this King of Wands always had faith. They said they always knew it. Okay, and that's what had to happen. You couldn't do nothing until you came back. Okay, you weren't gonna not be your best version and then think you were gonna take these people. There's too many of them. Okay, you had to be at your top. You had to be at the top of the line. Okay, and by what you endured and displayed, the courage in front of all these people, that is what really, setting the world on fire. That is where your story is really. That's the best part of it. Okay. The best part, and that your counterparts seeing just how brave you are. Okay, now they know that you're like the most bravest person in the world. So isn't that something? Then that's why the people around them are being called judgment on, because now they're saying, well, you said that they were this, that, this, and that. All I see is like somebody who's like, I never seen, like, this is the most stoic person I've ever met in my life, and you're telling me that they were this, that, and the other thing. So I believe you were lying to me. Now I want to know why you were lying to me. This is what the DM's saying too. Like King of Swords in reverses and that High Priest in reverse. I want to know why you're lying to me. Okay? And then this person, they don't have any answer. Oh, we were trying to help you. We're trying to help you. He's no good. He's no good. He's messing with your mind. He's me. But that's what they keep trying to go to that route. But then a person gets to the point where they're like, that's not even at all true. Okay? Because you're making this person out to be something like that they're like, you know what I mean? Now it's comical. It's to the point where it's comical. Okay, and that's why just the littlest things blow up the whole situation, okay? Because remember, let me tell you something, brother. You are the Nine of Pentacles, okay? You are reaping the fruits of your labor, okay? Because you're almost there. Just know, you're almost there. You're almost fully financially independent, okay? Ace of Pentacles comes your way. Get your Ten of Pentacles. You know it's coming, brother. You are aware. But just know still, judgment is still here for these people. Believe it. Now you're trying to avoid it. Okay? This High Priest is reversed. But the more they try to avoid it, the worse the judgment gets. Trust me when I tell you. The worse the fucking ending is going to be. The longer they put it off. Like I said, we got all day. We got a long time, brother. We ain't got nowhere to be. Okay, that's why the Hierophant in reverse is here, because they're a corrupt hypocrite. These are trying to move along fast. They're trying to, these are people that want to hold on to the old, you know what I mean? Maybe in positions of power or whatever that, were bribed or know that they can't come, because of what they've done in the past. So yes, they're going to try to do things, but then that's going to even make it even worse, because these people perhaps may even be concerned about that and may not even want to do it. You know what I mean? Just might see that the writing completely on the wall and then do what they got to do to get out of it. So that's another thing. So just know that this corrupt hypocrite will be seen one way or another. Okay, they're going to find you. They're going to get you one way or another. Hierophant reverse. Believe me when I tell you, you don't do stuff like that. Okay, you what's it called? Your integrity has been compromised now. Okay, because you took an oath to be, to protect and serve. And what did you do? What did you do? Everybody's going to see, okay? Because Three of Pentacles, because there's a collaboration. There's going to be teamwork here. There's support of you, okay? You must understand, this corrupt hypocrite, they will be seen. This will be a big story, okay? This will make front page news, okay? They'll be seen with this High Priestess in reverse as very corrupt individuals who are all about money, that are willing to do anything for money, these people. And now they're going to be judged for that. Okay, these are supposed to be church leaders, community leaders, charitable people, okay? But all they really are at the end of the day is a High Priestess in reverse and a Hierophant in reverse, a corrupt hypocrite. That's all they are. So, and people now are going to see all this. These people that have been bullshitting all these years. It's over. It's over. I'm here to rip your mask off, brother. Okay? Anybody who wears a mask, it's coming off. And if you got a problem, do something. Please. Okay? Because Three of Cups in reverse. That's because all this overindulgence, all this, heavy partying you have, all this, this gossip, whatever nonsense it is, you just created a tumble fuck of whatever something. I don't even know what I was going to say. But you created something that's going to be unfixable, okay? So just understand, with Three of Cups in reverse is not going to be a good time, because now you're being seen for this overindulgence and this heavy partying. You're seen for trying to get the DM into this, okay? The people around them are seeing The DM is even seeing it. The King of Wands is seeing it. How the people around them are trying to push the divine masculine, still with this high priestess in reverse into this 3 of Cups in reverse, and then act like they're looking out for them, like they're protecting them from you by pushing them with the high priestess reverse and a 3 of Cups in reverse. Because they said, think about the money, think about status, think this is what, like, you know what I mean? But they're being seen now. People are seeing this. They're seeing, like, they have no self-awareness, these people. They don't even understand what's going on. And that's why 3 of Swords, they're in heartbreak, okay? They are heartbroken because they know they are being seen. They have no control now. Because at one time, they did control the situation. But now it's like, you come back like this, what are they going to do? What can they do? Nobody wants to be bothered with this. The shift is here. It ain't even about, it's not even about that. It's just the fact karma has to pay. Everything has to balance itself. Go read the laws I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start bringing the laws of the universe. I'm going to start reading them to you people so you know, okay? I'm going to teach you the laws of power. I'm going to teach you how to do things, okay? Because you just don't understand the world. You think it's like you just go take and then it's over. Like, and that person just goes and hide. No. No. You know who you're dealing with right now, don't you? You should, okay? Because who we most certainly aren't, and that's more like you, is this Empress in reverse, okay? Because you're displaying all these qualities now, okay? From this Queen of Cups in reverse. They're showing you the High Priestess in reverse, to Queen of Swords in reverse. All the feelings are coming out now. From screaming to, yelling, to the greed, to, just about, it's just everything that this person said that you were is now being seen like it's almost like it's like ridiculous now. It's like it's all at one time. All these things they said you were, is they're showing all those qualities in real time in front of a lot of people, okay? And that's why the Ace of Cups is headed your way, okay? That's why the love and abundance is headed towards you, okay? Because everybody knows you are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun, okay? And that's why it's the positivity part of it, okay? It's just the fact that you could create a 10 of Cups. You're able to, build a happy home. When you're around, it's better, okay? The vibration's higher. People are happier. They feel safe, okay? When it's around these people like these High Priestess in reverses or Empress in reverse, they're trying to control the masculine energy, the mind, with fear, or try to push them into this 3 of Cups in reverse, like this overindulgent thing, like almost like, oh, let's go swing, or let's go do this, or like they'll do drugs. You know what I'm saying? They just get you all fucked up and then they leave you, okay? This is not a person who would ever stay there to help this person. This person is Empress reverse, High Priestess in reverse. Main goal is to fuck the divine masculine up, okay? Get them all fucked up and then leave them. And then basically they were going to take both our energies. And they felt that dividing us would be the easiest way to conquer us. But they were sadly mistaken because they've never dealt with anyone like you before. And they never dealt with anybody like your divine masculine before, who they thought they fooled, who they didn't fool. And that'll be seen. It was just a very intricate 5D plan by us, and that is why we are the greatest twin flame couple of all time, okay? And that will be seen. That will be publicly acknowledged. You will be publicly acknowledged with your twin flame as the greatest twin flame couple of all time, okay? Because you are the two that caught the devil. You are the one. Nobody else has ever done it before. First time ever. That's why you will lead in the new earth, okay? As leaders of the new earth. Because you were able to do something that even the people in the 5D didn't think you were going to be able to do. You still did it. And you're still there. And look at you. And that's why you're God's main man. He loves it. He's up there smiling. You should see this. He's cheesing. He's so happy for you. Believe it when I tell you, brother. Because 9 of Swords in reverse. That is why these deep-seated fears are relieving your divine masculine, okay? That's why they're releasing these negative thoughts, okay? They're releasing worry. They want to reach you out because the fear of whatever these people were trying to put in them is now being taken because they see exactly what this is. They see it's a blatant scam. They're seeing the demons, the devil right in front of these people. They're coming right out of them. These are people that have been around this person for close to 30 years. So that's how it's a shock. It's a shocker, but that ain't a shock to me because I got people that have been around since I was a baby, okay? So don't understand that, but they do too. So it doesn't make a difference because everybody's being identified for what they are, what they've been seeing, and now that is why all these fears, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Nine of Swords in reverse, okay? Just know, like I said, you are the Nine of Pentacles. You are reaping the fruits of your labor. You are almost there, and now the Ace of Pentacles is here for you, okay? So just understand that is what being the Sun got you. You know what I mean? Because if you didn't stay in that Sun energy and you got a little bitter, then you perhaps may not be in the situation you're in right now, okay? So you must understand that you're very fortunate that you stayed in that Sun energy, okay? Because you may not be a fortune teller right now. You may still be where you were, but you had too much strength. You were not going to let that happen. You were not going to allow it. You were just determined, okay? You were determined, Six of Pentacles, to receive what was meant for you, okay? You must understand you definitely deserve an even give and take relationship. And to top it off, Six of Pentacles, it's time for you to start receiving now, okay? All the good you put in, you're going to have to get back and receive now, okay? Because Page of Wands, because people see you have limitless potential. They see the creativity that you were able to put together. It's something that people have never seen before, okay? And that's why your energy is so coveted, because people, they never seen it. They didn't even know something like this existed. So, and that's what it is. You're just a special person, you know? And you're utilizing yourself to your full potential. Most people are unable to do that. And you're very lucky to be like that. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, and that's Ace of Pentacles in reverse. But you're going to get the Ace of Pentacles, and they're going to get the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That's all this High Priestess in reverse, all this Empress in reverse, all this, corrupt hypocrite. All this was a lost opportunity, missed chance for them. Because they were trying to steal your destiny, okay? Instead of, possibly joining in with you, and because you would have took them along if they, were loyal to you. But instead, they decided they were going to try to take it from under your nose and, and destroy your life and make you suffer all the way and then die. And then they were going to live your life. And they didn't even have any empathy. They didn't even care. That tells you everything you need to know. The spiritual stuff, just tells you. It don't matter what they do in the 3D. What they've done in the spiritual realm is almost like being a serial killer down here. It's what it is. Ace of Swords. And people are seeing that very clearly, okay? Especially God in the 5D. What they've done has been to a point where it's sickening. And these people will go to church too, and then do this stuff. And then expect, and then still think they're a good person. I'm telling you, they really believe it. They actually believe that you're evil and that they're good. That's how fucked up in the head these people are. That's why they're going to be seen. And these are people that got money. That's the fucked up. They're all fucking each other, and they all getting diseases. Then they try to blame it on you, say they got it from you somehow. You don't even know these fucking people. They're saying they got somehow they got it from me, and then they affected all these people that I don't even know. Yeah, good lie. Okay, Justice in reverse. They think it's unfair that you're walking away scot-free. Okay, they feel this Empress in reverse, this High Priest in reverse, this Hierophant in reverse, these corrupt hypocrites. They think it's so unfair that you are being seen for who you really are, okay, and being rewarded and for staying in the Sun energy, okay? They think it's so unfair that judgment is being called on them for what they did. They think that what they did is not wrong. They really believe that they were doing something right here, okay? But the whole point was you were the only one who had temperance in this situation. You're the only one who had any balance. You're the only one who, the way you handled this was so stoic and graceful that nobody will ever forget it, okay? Just because anybody else would handle this in such a way, that just shows that you're not from this world, okay? Just by the way, it is what it is. You understand now. You have a higher sense of consciousness. You know the world now a little bit more than other people do, okay? And that's just, somehow you got this arcane knowledge, somehow or another. Who knows? But you're making the best of it. You're not abusing it like these others have. See, they were given this opportunity because God knew they were going to abuse it. Okay? He knew it. And that's why, Five of Swords in reverse, that these people have a desire to reconcile with you now. Okay? Because, like I say, God knew that they were going to abuse it, and now they're in a situation where they know that they're going down and you got all the power now. Okay? So now they want to, they want to make amends. They want to tell you they're sorry now. It's just it's like somebody went and took your gun, pointed it at you, and then you went and you took it back from them. And now they want to be friends now. Now they want to be your friend. Okay, they want to reconcile with you. But this is how ridiculous the points. You know what I mean? And they think that, you know, you're being unfair. It's unfair that you don't, you know, see it from their point of view. They think that's unfair. They think it's unfair, Six of Swords, that you're leaving all this behind. That, like, this ain't for you no more. Like, this isn't, like, you know what I mean? Then they know that they'll never get your energy again. And that's why they're starving, okay? That's why these people are being seen. They cannot get your energy, okay? There's no way to get it now. It's cleared off. It's cleansed. It's every day. It's like every single day, okay? And then once you get whatever this entity that they fucking threw on you a long time ago, once you get that off you, they're going to be done. They're going to just be gone. They're still hiding in your energy, okay? That's why they're not being destroyed yet, because they're still being protected by your energy. So don't think we don't know that. We're just not in a rush to do anything about it. We're going to take you to heaven. We're going to take you to heaven. We're going to introduce these demons to heaven, and then we're going to send them back to hell. So then they know what they're fucking missing for being with the devil, okay? And siding with whatever Queen of Cups in reverse person is against you. Or, you know, saying that this person is the one who you should be with, not the, not you, not the sun, not the positive one. Go with this Queen of Cups in reverse. This is with this King of Swords in reverse, and, you know, High Priestess in reverse. And, you know what I mean? This is like the worst thing they could have ever done, getting the Dying Masculine involved with this person. But at the end of the day, it only benefited you, because now it's two birds with one stone, okay? Two birds with one stone, but one Eight of Cups, both being seen as Eight of Cups, though, okay? They're both being seen as disappointments, and that is why your Divine Masculine is walking away from this Queen of Cups in reverse and this, you know, Emperor in reverse energy, because they know, they prove to them who's who, without a shadow of a doubt. You are the one, okay? So just know that is why you're in the situation you are, and that is why reconciliation is very, very soon, and you will be reunited with your DM, okay? Because it is that time. This is the year for it, okay? This is the year, and these people still want to hold off with this tower. They want to do their best to, you know, just avoid the inevitable, but it doesn't make a difference. Like I said a million times, the longer they put it off, the worse it gets. We ain't in no rush. We ain't got nowhere to be. Okay, like I said, Six of Swords, we left this behind. We don't even pay attention. We don't even know who these are. Go look at our things. We don't even follow. We don't care. We don't know none of these. We don't even give a fuck what you do, because it didn't mean nothing. We know what yous are. We know what yous are. So we want to pay attention to you. That's like a person of God knows your demons. We don't care what you. We know what you are. We know what you do. We know what demons do. Okay, that's why we are trying to destroy you and get you out of here. All right, and you know this. That's why you're fighting so hard. Okay, Three of Pentacles in reverse. That's why there's so much disharmony and misalignment over there. Okay, that's why people are running away. They're trying to. They see you as an Eight of Cups. They don't want to be bothered with this. Nobody wants to see this no more. Okay, because they know that we're where the courage is. They know that you are cowards. They see how cowardly you are. They see one person taking on a whole community. They see this. And this, you know, this is inspiring to people, this King of Wands told me. The King of Wands told me they've never seen anything like this. It's the greatest comeback in the history of the world, is what this King of Wands said. You will be the second coming, is what they said. I said, thank you. I appreciate that. I said, you know, get the red carpet ready then. And I gave the King of Wands a smack in the mouth. No, I didn't do that. I respect the King of Wands. I like him. I would never do that. He's a friend of ours, mate guy, okay? Just know. But the people around, they are in a self-imposed prison because they see that this King of Wands has been supporting you the whole time secretly, and they didn't know this, okay? So now they're trying their best to tiptoe around this person, not knowing if this person's helping you or not helping you, because they're not letting you know. They don't know if they're helping this Queen of Wands or not. But just understand, the Queen of Wands, brother, your DM's favorite part of you, brother. They love it. Your favorite queen of you. They love you in the Queen of Wands energy, okay? So just know you are here with that. And that's what you're going to stay in for the foreseeable future. And you got a King of Wands watching your back, okay? So just understand, whatever chaos is going on here, it's all going to be taken care of very shortly, all right? Because the Queen of Wands is here. We'll do one more, and then I'll astrologically talk to you, and then we'll see what's up from there, brother, okay? And that's all this is going to end up for these people. They're going to be isolated. They're going to be all alone. Queen of Cups in reverse, they're going to be all alone because nobody wants to be around stuff like this. They may go on the run. There's going to be people. It's going to be quite the story, okay? Believe me when I tell you, because, brother, You being the Queen of Swords and your boundaries were what blew the lid off this, okay? Because these people could not get close to you, okay? They could not manipulate anything to do with you because the Queen of Swords in you is so strong that getting past it is next to impossible. So just know the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, that was what got you here, okay? Believe me when I tell you that were the energies that would got you here. They were not, you didn't need your Queen of Pentacles or Queen of Cups for this type of situation. Believe it. That's why you had your, what's it called? Because your one grandmother is a Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords, and then the other one's a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles, okay? Right now, we need the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. We're in a fight. You know, we need a wartime consigliere right now, okay? You're out, all right? You're out, Tom. Why am I out, though? I need a wartime consigliere. I'm going to war. I'm in spiritual warfare right now. Okay? I'm in spiritual warfare with this Scorpio, this person, trying to, you know, jump in my grave thinking that they were going to, you know, take my counterpart. Never would you be able to do this. You must understand, you would never be able to do this, okay? Because you were nothing, all right? That is why I took over your 8th house from you. That is why you are basically on the street right now. This is the Queen of Cups. This is the person who's hermit in reverse. They're isolated. They're finished. Scorpio, goodbye. You are the weakest link, brother. All right? You must understand that in the worst way because Neptune's here, brother. We used our intuition and we found our way to this. We understand exactly what needs to be done, exactly how to finish you off, and exactly how to come back from anything that is thrown at us, okay? And that has been seen by a lot of people. All right? So if you think you could, you know, if you want some, come get some, brother, okay? Come show us that you're the one. Come show us, please, Scorpio, okay? Because you could never come up against this Cancer. You must understand, okay? The Cancer is the one. The Cancer brings the fun because the Cancer is the sun, okay? That is why you could never come up against them because they're the king of the water signs, okay? They are the cardinal sign champion. They are the undisputed, universal, heavyweight champion of all spiritual warfare, brother. And their name is Cancer, the Cancer, okay? And it don't look like anybody's in sight going to take that from them, okay? Because not only do they control the moon, they shatter illusions about them also because of their control of the moon, the Cancer, okay? So no, whatever these people have to say now doesn't mean nothing, okay? Null and void is what their stuff says to them. Null and void. Okay, because brother, you got a Leo watching your back, okay? Let me tell you something, Venus and Leo is going to be a very, very good time for you. Believe me, that's going to be an excellent transit. It's a solid 3 months coming up. Believe me, this is where your luck sector, this is where your love, everything is going to go for you, okay? Because the Pisces also try to go take your title, try to take the water sign title from this Cancer. They got knocked right down, brothers, sent back to hell. They'll never be seen or heard from again. Them Scorpio right now got both their heads banged together. They're sitting there tied up with their backs against each other because they came up against you, the Cancer, okay? And that's why there is no water sign. You are the water sign. That's it. Nobody else. You run all the water. You took all the water, all right? They got a drought over there, Scorpio and Pisces. They got a drought when it comes to you. Okay, because Uranus and Gemini was the last piece of the puzzle, okay? Plus with Venus and Gemini and Uranus and Gemini in your natal, that is big for you. That's a very, very long transit of, you know, harmonious love, okay? Because who you're going to have that harmonious relationship and love with, your twin flame Taurus, okay? So just understand that this person is wide awake, okay? They've seen all this other stuff. They have the King of Wands, their, you know, support, could be their father, who knows? Just know that that person is supporting you 100%, okay, brother? So just understand that this Taurus has that person back you, and that's where we win. This is your big ally. This is your big surprise. King of Wands. Don't ever forget this person. King of Wands in the upright, okay? Taurus, friend of the Tauruses, okay? Believe me when we tell you, this person, very powerful person is King of Wands. We like him. We respect the guy. We like him. He never did nothing to us, okay? Because we're very assertive, okay? We don't let anybody push us around. We don't care who you are. If you respect us, we'll respect you. If you disrespect us, then we're going to disrespect you. Well, actually, we probably won't. We won't even talk to you because we just laugh. And we'll say, what an idiot you are. You're dealing with the king of the water signs here. You can only, you think, who you think you're talking to? Scorpio, Pisces? No, no, no. You're talking to Cancer here, brother. You don't talk to us like that. If you want to go talk smart to somebody, go talk to Scorpio or Pisces. All right? When you come around Cancer, you get open hands. We give open hands when people talk to us like that. And then a kick in the ass, okay? Because Saturn's here. Karma is here for those people. They thought that they were going to come up against you when you didn't know nothing. But now that you got all the knowledge, they're all running scared, brother. They're running away. They don't even know where to go because they know you are the one who brings the fun because you are the sun. And the one who really knows this now is the Capricorn, your biggest op, okay? This is the one, okay? They did everything to take this Taurus from you. They wanted to say so much about this Cancer. They had so much to say about this Cancer, okay? This Cancer don't even know you like that, okay? How about this? We don't even know you, Capricorn. You live halfway around the world, but you know so much about us, though. How do you know? We don't even know who you are. We just call you a Crappercorn. You're a Crappercorn, okay? That's what you are. That's what your name should be, okay? Just understand that, because that's all you are, okay? Because the Virgo's the same thing, too. They're a big piece of poop, too. So just know that they're going over there in the trash with Scorpio and Pisces, too. This has happened before, so just know. And the reason why is because you are the one, you bring the fun, because you are the sun, brother. You are the one who brings the positivity. You are this Taurus's happiness, okay? And you are the Cancer, and you are the champion. So just must understand this, that everybody else does. They are starting to see this very clearly now, okay? It's coming very clearly now. It's very, very transparent that you are not one to be played with, okay? You are on the ups. Your stock is rising, okay? Anybody who has invested in you, good things are coming for them. Anybody who's been good to you, good things are coming to them. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, because whatever deception that came about you or towards you or to your DM, just let you got to know you're not seeing you're not seeing the entire picture actually of a person or situation. Okay, this may be somebody close to you, but this is probably something your DM. It may be purposefully withheld from you, or you may be choosing to look the other way or betray yourself in some way. It's time to gain some clarity here, it's telling us, okay? So perhaps maybe you're being tricked. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to look into this. So God, we're going to go to sleep tonight. Let us know. Give us a dream. Tell us if we're being deceived, okay? Because if we are, then we will just detach and cut that person off for good, because it ain't going to happen, okay? Because we might have to call professional assistance here, it's telling us, okay? Because it says, it may be time to seek wise counsel. This could be any life area, from legal or financial advice to more personal needs. I think we should go, or it says even counseling or therapy, but we should go talk to a lawyer, I believe. We should go see if we could, bring up, there's some tangible evidences of us being mistreated. I'm sure that they've seen some, misconduct in the law department. Why don't we investigate this? Perhaps maybe we will seek this wise counsel. Perhaps we could get a nice lawsuit here, okay? We don't have to do much. They know what they did. You know what you did, right? You think I don't know? I don't see what's going on. I don't see you. I don't know what's going on. Come on. You can't fool Corleone. How many times I got to tell you? Somebody's got to pay for Santino, and it's going to be you, okay? Because it's time for you to release judgment, all right? Maybe it's time for us to release judgment, because holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world in your path with clearer eyes. And that is why we forgive all these people, okay? We don't care, this high priest. Whatever they did, it was all for your highest good, okay? They tried to hurt you, but understand it don't matter. This is how you let them know. Thank you. Thank you for all your help, people. I appreciate you. I wouldn't be the best version of myself without you, okay? Like, you got to remember, the energy these people put into you, they would have never put into you if they were supporting you, okay? You would never be the way you are right now. You would never be this fortunate fortune teller, okay? So you must understand, you should be very fortunate for these people.